I'm always gonna make money, but I want to do better than make money. I want to make money and be efficient as I possibly can. Always. Don't matter how much money I'm making. I want to be efficient. I want the plan to go according to plan, and when it doesn't, then I have to look at that and I have to say to myself, okay, what could you have done different? What did you learn? And so you've got to ask yourself that after every job. What did you learn on this job where you could have made just a few more moves to make yourself 10 times more efficient? Oh boy. Okay guys, good morning. It's Tuesday morning. It's beautiful out. Zach was supposed to come to work today, but he decided, well, he said he woke up. He called me this morning. He did call, so you know, still the results are the same. Yeah, you know, it doesn't really matter, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just, at the end of the day, y'all, it's just ridiculous, man. So yeah, if you're me, man, it doesn't really, you know, it's all just noise, man. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do what I do no matter what. Y'all see, y'all know I'm always gonna do what I gotta do, man, to keep things rolling. So it don't matter how much money I got or don't have. I gotta do something positive every day if I can, you know, something. But we're gonna ride over here and look at a couple of tree trimming jobs. So I have to, man. I have a couple other jobs to do too. One of my regular good paying customers, she wants me to come and do all the bushes and haul some stuff off, you know, cut the crepe myrtles back real low, and that kind of thing. So that'll be, you know, probably $300 or $400 right there. And now, you know, if I do it by myself, I'll just go and do that, and that'll be all I do that day, you know. Same old, you know. What else I got going on? Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not doing anything outside of the norm, man. It's a beautiful day though. It's a great day to be out and about, you know. See, when it gets cold, a lot of times these guys that work and want to work or whatever, I mean, if their back ain't against the wall, like they gotta have money right now, today, this minute, then they might not, you know, they might not even, you know, come to work. They'll wake up in the morning and it'll be, you know, it's cold, man, and you know, and it affects everybody, you know. Makes it where you don't want to get up, you know, and you certainly don't want to get up and get out, you know, and about. So I'm the same way. I told Zach, you know, 9 o'clock this morning, you know, I wasn't trying to get started at no 7:30 or 8 o'clock. I said, just come on over here around 9, man. And so he could have helped me do a lot of little things that I need to do. He wouldn't have had to work that hard. It would have been more about just being around in case. But, you know, transportation. He's just between jobs right now. Just, you know, nothing really, you know, hardcore, you know, probably not a long-term guy, but you never know. But he could help me, you know, do some stuff this week. He got a driver's license, got a phone, got his own ride, so, you know, I'm not really into, you know, meeting strangers, but, you know, I will step outside my comfort zone. Y'all know I will. And it looks like I mean, I just about have to. So, you know, I ain't worried. A little worried. Anyway, I'm using the GoPro 10 today, and so I hope everything records like it's supposed to. There's a lot of settings on this camera that my other camera didn't have, and my other camera, it still works. I had to replace this right here on my other camera, because this right here, it got scarred all up when I did the plasma cutting, and I got it on film. I plasma cut it when I did the deck on the mower. When I was plasma cutting, it shot up and hit this thing, and I can't get the stuff out. So I ordered a new lens. One of these lenses right here is 50 bucks. So I ordered a set of 3 polar lenses or whatever. One's neutral like this one, and the rest of them, and the other 2 are shaded or whatever. And it was like 50 bucks, you know. So, but I got another one of my customers called me. She got one of my commercial customers. She's got some properties that she wants me to go and blow the roof off. So I need to look at these, because the houses that they're talking about they're kind of, if I remember right, I've been over there before, but if I remember right, they're kind of not your typical house, you know, as far as the way they're built. I just have to see. But I'm going to talk to this guy about working. I'll have to have his driver's license, you know, so I can put that paper on him, you know, because my accountant has a fit if I don't. So I'll put that paper on him up to a certain degree, and then, you know, after he hits $600. So that's the way my accountant says, you know, you can do pretty much what you want to do up to $600. Then after that, you got to start putting paperwork on. I'm going to try to take the Bobcat over to the shop today. Matter of fact, I'm going to call him right now, y'all, while I'm thinking about it.
RPP Services.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Ray, the landscaper.
Yeah.
The T190 guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. But if I'm calling you, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
My T1. I'll jot all this down just for my reference, just so you can know. There's a lot of little things, nothing really major. Yeah. If you got the parts.
When you get here, you can. Yeah. When you get here, you can tell me.
Okay.
What else there is and all that.
All right. So I'll try. I'm gonna try to get over there this afternoon sometime.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Sounds good. All right.
All right.
I'll see you then, Ray.
Yes, sir. Bye bye.
Thanks.
So, yeah. So we'll see. See, I don't even ask him how much. If you gotta ask when you got a Bobcat and you got a lot of little things wrong with it, if you gotta ask the mechanic how much, you might not even need to be in the Bobcat game. I used to ask how much on everything, you know, but once you find a mechanic that you know and you trust, then you can, you know, he's not gonna rip me off. You know, I mean, he's always been really fair with me, so I don't even ask him how much. Doesn't matter. It's got to be fixed, you know. And there's no other place around here. So what do you do? Say his prices are extremely high. What do? You know, biggest thing I got to do is I need to wash the machine. All right, y'all, so here's the driveway right here. What's up? We're talking about trimming these trees right here. Push that one big one down. So we'll come back and look at it. He's talking about the driveway, so my thinking is all of this right here. Anything hanging over the driveway, even try to get those limbs right there on that one too. Anything to stop all these freaking pine needles from coming down everywhere. The crepe myrtles all these need cutting back. That needs cutting back. That crepe myrtle right there needs doing too. And y'all know this is a regular customer of mine, so the bushes here need to be down to close to the gutter line. Looks like it just about do the roof again. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna trim those few branches. I almost lost this job over here, but just because there really wasn't enough to do that we could think of. You know, golly, my knee's killing me. There really wasn't enough to do that we could think of, right? So me and him are walking the property, and I'm like, well, you know, I don't want to bring the man lift over here to trim 12 branches or 6 branches or whatever. So we just changed it up, y'all. So we're gonna do those branches, right, that I showed you. Trim that little bush over there on the side, not a big deal. He does not want to cut the crepe myrtles, but we're gonna take all this out, all this grub. And this is where I'm gonna make my money at over here. Because see, I can bring the Bobcat over here with a brush cutter on it, and I can literally knock this stuff down in a matter of minutes. So he's basically going to give me $600 to clear this. So I don't know if that's a lot or a little or golly, my knee, man, my knee don't feel better. I don't know what the hell. I don't know if that's a lot or a little, but I think that's going to be an easy paying job for me because of the Bobcat. So I'm definitely going to want to do this before I put the Bobcat in the shop. I might even take the Bobcat from here to the shop, because I won't need the Bobcat over here. So that's how I'll do it. I'll bring the Bobcat over here and we'll get all this stuff down, and then I can take the Bobcat to the shop and drop it. Because to do that by hand just seems like a lot of work. You know, I'll do that with a Bobcat within an hour. I mean, for real, y'all. So yeah, you got to be thinking like that, y'all. So, you know, we'll get these branches here. There's about 10 or 12 on the driveway that we're gonna get. So now we're gonna ride down the street here, and one. It looks like this limb right here, and then any of the ones that are right here. So this limb right here too, y'all. And that's a pretty big limb. Now, we're not gonna have to haul everything out of here, but they're gonna burn some of it. But we'll take one load out of here. So that limb, y'all, and then whatever makes sense right there. So I'm always thinking about logistics. So bring the man lift in here first. Okay, we won't need the Bobcat over here. So there's no reason to, you know, do that, have that. I told her that we would trim a couple of branches off, and these are my friends too. So a couple of branches off of a sweet gum tree over there on the wood line. Just that's blocking those 2 crepe myrtles over there. I don't know if y'all can see them or not. This is going to be the challenging part because of the ground. So we're going to have to see what we can do to get the man lift to work. We're not going to be able to be on this slope though. I guess I could go down and get a lot of that limb from down there. Just trim it little by little, and we can have the dump trailer somewhere right here too, where they can start loading it. As soon as I trim it, they can throw it in the trailer. So that limb right there is coming off. Whatever we can do right here, you know, that makes sense with the lift. That big branch over there coming off of that oak tree, 2 branches on the pin oak right there, and then 4 or 5 branches on that little sweet gum tree. So, and I'm thinking, you know, about, well, probably around 800 or so, you know, something like that, 600, 800, somewhere around in there. And you know, these are good customers of mine, and so you figure we'll just say 600 minimum over here. Okay, that's where I'm going to be at on this one. So 600, 1200 on the other one, $1,800. My expenses will be $500. So I end up making about $1,200, and you know, in 2 days. It's going to take 2 days because I'm going to have to have 2 pieces of equipment. I'm going to want to do the man lift stuff all in one day. This and that down there. And then come back with the Bobcat the next day with the dump trailer. See, there's a lot of logistics you got to be thinking about to make top dollar and to keep the number friendly. So we're probably going to be, like I said, 600 over here, 700 over here, something like that. I'm not really 100% sure exactly. But they're not real picky either. So they're going to let me come in here and do the work, and you know, I should be able to make pretty good on it time wise, but I'm gonna have to have some labor out here. I would be more inclined to do the other one without labor than this one, though I mean, you know, I guess I could do it without labor. I could. It just take a lot longer because I won't be able to bring the dump trailer at the same time. You got to have the dump trailer. So now what I need to do is I need to get on back home and make sure the dump trailer is trained to go. I got debris on the dump trailer. I need to go dump the dump trailer over at my dump spot. I will not be taking the Bobcat over to I will not be taking the Bobcat over to the mechanic today. I'm going to wait till after that job over there, because that's not going to take me no time. And if without the Bobcat, it would take a few hours. With the Bobcat, it might take 30 minutes. You know, and I could pick it up and everything all at the same time. I won't even have to hardly touch none of it. So, yeah, $1,200, $700, $1,900, $1,800, $1,900. So, in the 3rd week of January. Hey, if you're a landscaper and you can make that in a couple of days, you're gold. Trust me, you're gold. All right, man. So y'all kind of saw what we're getting into over here. You know, the biggest problem I'm gonna have is freaking labor. So. Just like I did last week. But like I was telling y'all guys on the first one over there that I looked at, it went from, you know, not having enough work to justify the money to doubling the money. You know, it's all in, you know, your ability to be able to identify work and appeal to the customer, the owner, the homeowner, whoever's writing you a check. You have to be able to, you know, appeal to what their, well, you got to know what their look is, what they want, what they're trying to do, and kind of get into their head just a little bit about what their philosophy is on the lawn landscape, if you will. You know, I know that he don't like all that privet and all those vines and stuff. He hates that because it's so cluttery and nasty looking. And so once we started walking the property, I already knew that about that customer, because I've done work for him before, and he's a regular lawn customer of mine. And I was kind of stumped too. I'm like, well, you know, we really don't have enough work over here to justify, you know, $600 or $700, which is what I need to get to bring the man lift and the dump trailer out. So he was like, well, maybe we can just wait. He said, let's go out here and walk around one more time. As I told him, I said, look, I'm gonna have the man lift right down the street here, you know. So he's like, well, yeah, let's see if we can find, you know, something. We're walking around and we're talking about this and that, and next thing you know, we walk up to that wall of privet there and all that nasty stuff growing, and I knew when I saw that he was going to want to get rid of that, because I know, I'm in his head already. I know what he is looking for, because I pay attention to these type of things, being my regular customer and all. And at the end of the day, I could literally do that privet job there with the Bobcat and not need no help, and then come back with the man lift and do all the man lift work. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna need a total of 3 pieces of equipment. Now, I guess I could cut that privet over there that I showed you guys, that wall, without the Bobcat. I could do that, you know, with a brush cutter. But why would I? That would take me, you know, it would take at least an hour and a half to 2 hours, and that ain't counting loading it up or nothing. See, the Bobcat's going to make it where I can mulch that crap up, and then I can even get the ground right for when I'm coming through there with a lawnmower, and, you know, during the season, because I'm always thinking about the season and the lawn. So, and that's a $90 lawn there. So I'm thinking about the season, and I'm thinking about the grass growing and how I need the grass to grow, you know, during the season. So, you know, you always got to be thinking like that, man. At least I do, man. I don't know if everybody else thinks like that. But one of the customers there, the first one I showed y'all, this is our first winter, going through the winter together with that property, and his first winter on that property too. So, you know, I'll get the skid steer over there. I mean, I might be doing that sooner than later. And then once I get that privet down, that's one job in itself. You know, I don't have to do all of it at the same time. But if I can get all that privet down, and I can take a lot of that on the equipment trailer with me when I leave, because the grapple bucket, I mean, I can put some stuff on the Bobcat trailer, and I could put all that on the Bobcat trailer and with the Bobcat, you know, I could. And then without having any other equipment there. And since I don't need the Bobcat over at the other job, then that's the way you want to do it, you know. You want to do it, well, when you don't have any freaking labor that's dependable, you want to do it, well, you want to do it in pieces, you know, because you can't haul all the equipment at the same time, see. So I know it's been a few days since I've done a video. I really ain't had a whole lot going on, y'all. But you know, today is indicative of the kind of thing that I do. I go and bid on jobs. Usually if I go and bid on a job, I'm usually going to get it. Usually. Not every time, but usually, because I don't waste my time with people I don't know. And that's another reason why I try to stay inside my customer base. They know me, I know them, and there's not a whole lot of tire kicking, you know. So, and that's what it is. And again, the dump spot where I was at over there with the Bobcat for nothing, you know, a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever. I was over there for nothing, you know, not making no money, burning that stuff. Now I'm fixing to get that money. I'm going to get it back because I'm going to charge them for dump. But you can't tell me, you know, that there ain't no work out here, you know, because there's plenty of work out here, even in the winter, y'all. I see a scenario where I can make more money in the wintertime than I do in the summertime. I see that scenario. You know, I really do. So, that scenario used to would never be. But not only am I gonna be close to making the kind of money I do in the wintertime, in the summertime, not only am I going to be close to that, but I'm also going to have a lot less expenses, even after I put the Bobcat in the shop. Bobcat's going in the shop. There's not really ever a good time for that, and you know, and I'm going to put the Bobcat in the shop, but we're going to make sure we can take care of a few little things with it before I do that. Again, I could do that little privet area with the Bobcat, knock that shit down, and then take the Bobcat to the shop. And you know, that little privet area right there is going to be about probably around $500 or $600 of the what $1,200 that he's going to be paying me. The rest of it's going to be man lift. The rest of it's going to take a little more resources, you know. So. I could go, there's just so many ways that I could do this. I could go over there with a man lift, cut everything that I need to cut on both jobs, okay? Come back the next day with the dump trailer and pick it all up. And if I'm doing it solo, that's how I do it. You know. And I could do it solo. I mean, I don't really see, you know, wouldn't be ideal, but I don't really see any reason why I couldn't do it solo. I just don't. I don't want to though. I'm not wanting to do it solo, but I can. It'll cost me a little bit more in logistics, but see, going into a job like that, if I know that I don't have no help, I'm going to be looking at it a whole nother way. I'm going to plan totally different than I did last week. See, last week I got caught with my britches down, and it really screwed the whole job up. Though I made money, to me, I learned a few valuable lessons on the job last week with the man lift and the Bobcat out there. Well, it's going to be kind of the same scenario over here. Only difference is I know going in that I may not have no help, and I'm going to treat it as such. You know, I'll be ready to do it either way. Either we can take the man lift and the dump trailer over there the same day, and if whoever is supposed to work don't show up, then I'll just take the man lift, and there won't be no bump in the road of me having to think about nothing. I'll take the man lift over there, I'll do the man lift work, I'll come back the next day with the dump trailer and I'll pick it up. That simple. on both jobs. So, because I don't need the Bobcat on those jobs to maneuver the man lift. I'll just use a truck, this truck, you know. So that's my thinking, y'all. And you know, the channel's all about, you know, the mission, you know, as my buddy Randall would say. You know, my mission is to keep my expenses down, and whatever that may be, you know, that could be fuel or time on the road or whatever. Last week I was kind of after, you know, dude didn't show up, I was not thinking clearly. There's so many things that I would have done different. Just my thinking, y'all. Anyway, y'all know what it is, man. It's Sammy time Tuesday, y'all. See ya.